Hello everyone, welcome to the EMF Studies series. In this video, and it's going to be a very short one, I am going to briefly talk about how are EMF studies evaluated. There are many factors that are being evaluated in various EMF studies. And most of these are usually for statistical purposes. So the first one is you need to find that there is a strength of association between the EMF exposure levels as well as the association between the frequency in which disease occurs or any problem occurs. Now, this coincides with the second factor, which is the dose response. So now, in this particular factor, we're going to explore does the effect or the frequency of the disease happening on people coincide with the increased level or increased amplitude of EMF exposure. Now, the third factor deals with consistency. And consistency is more or less about you're taking samples and studies from different locations, different sample sizes, and you compare to see if you could see a specific trend to these kind of associations. Now, you would then relate to the biological plausibility, which is mostly found from laboratory studies, in which should give you a particular um, thinking of does actually these results make sense? Does it actually logically flow? Is it just because of chance that this is happening, or is it because of there is a biological relationship between EMF exposure and causing of a disease? Now, then you would need to review whether or not and if the information of these studies are reliable. And this more or less delves upon the concepts of is the measurement reliable? Are the devices that are capturing these information reliable? How about how does the sample taken, is it reliable? Also, many of these detection devices need recalibration. Some of them actually need industry recalibration by the manufacturer. So many of these factors need to look at before we can see if the EMF studies are actually reliable for analysis. Now, um, and this is actually this factor, the confounding, is actually very critically analyzed, especially with ep epidemiology study with regards to EMF and childhood leukemia. And the confounding is it confused? Is the study being confused by other factors? Um, the reason being is high exposure to EMF might be also subject to high exposure of something else. So is it because of EMF that's causing, let's say, childhood leukemia, or is it something else that's causing it? Now, the next one is statistical significance. Um, so statistical significance is that is the frequency of association is stronger than what you would expect by chance alone. Now, if it is, then you could see that these associations are confirmed and approved so that the relationship is established. Now, the last one is, and we see a lot of reports such as the Bioinitiative report, you would see that there are evaluated by meta-analysis, which means that they combine statistics of many studies to see if there is a pattern or differences between studies, and do an evaluation of that. And this is actually the most helpful um, factor of all in which to evaluate EMF studies, because this actually combines um, different findings together and evaluate it to see which ones are good and which ones are not. And then afterwards, then you combine all the data together to formulate a conclusion for it. And this concludes the different hows, or the different factors of which EMF studies are being evaluated. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that the information that I provide you is is going to be helpful for your research and analysis on the EMF levels around you. Please join us by joining us as a member, as part of the EMF Electromagnetic Protection Group, by clicking and filling out our registration form in the description on my video below. And what would you get from this membership is you would get the latest news on EMF research. You were also going to get the latest free tools to analyze the EMF levels around you. You will also get reviews on what is effective and what is not effective with regards to EMF detection and protection. Now, if you join now, you will receive some of my experiences in EMF consultation, and that is the typical EMF levels that you will see for your home appliances. So what you have in this sheet right here is going to be very useful information, as these are some of the measurement ranges that I obtain from different households using a industrial level EMF detection equipment. And these values are what I've got through my years of experience as an EMF consultant. So this information is very useful when you are doing the readings yourself, or when you are asking someone to do readings for you, because now you would have reference values to base it off, as to see whether or not your appliances and home equipment resides in the low value or high value of the EMF range. So be sure to join us, be part of our membership. It's free. Subscribe to our channel for our latest videos. I hope you enjoy these information. I hope this helps you in your EMF research and analysis. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.